Is it chicken?
Yes,
Yellow
chicken.
Is it also Hakka-Style?
Yeah, but this kind is, I think, is Chinese style. Yeah.
How did you know exactly like the kind of food that I would want to,
Yeah.
and I have you to explain all the dishes too. So these guys, when I walked past, they said, very good, yes, yes. So I'm just trusting him. 这个是什么？
这个菜
一口菜包。
一口菜包，
菜包。一口。
Yeah.
Okay.
一口菜包。
So I think it
Very
means
good.
one
好
biter.
吃。
好吃。认识你，很高兴。
拜拜。
Bye bye. Thanks, man.
拜拜。
So some friendly guys welcoming you also into this day market. So Taiwan, very famous for night markets, and I'll be in Taipei later on. But just now, we are here for some authentic Taiwanese lunchtime food. This is not street food. This is not like a shop house. This is like a traditional sit-down restaurant. So it's lucky that I have Lee with me, but also we are meeting up with some local friends here. So cool. Earlier this morning, enjoyed another great bike ride. We went to a park. Now we're walking around the market trying a few different snacks, and now I thought, you know what? Let's have like the best thing that this market has to offer. So while I'm waiting in line, very nice to have this quite unique green tea looking drink, but it is not green tea. This is a mixture of about 25 different grains and beans. It's like a health shake. So you might think sometimes fruit shakes is like a healthy thing because there's fruit in it, but usually there's so much sugar. It's just a nice thing to drink. It's not really a health drink. Right now, we're in line, waiting for the food. Everything from here looks great. Hope you're doing well today. Wow. Wow.
How is it?
So cool, thank you.
Super traditional.
And so quiet. 你好，你好。
Hey.
So during my last trip by a super cool series of events, I got off the train, started to unpack my bike. I saw some other people unpacking their bikes. I said, hey, nice bikes. Actually, Francois, give a shout out to Francois. He's not here yet, but he is the one who actually connected all of us. But that was just such a memorable trip for me. So now I'm lucky to be back. We get to hang out with them for today. Yi Lun, she inspires everyone on foot, on bicycle, all over the mountains. They're both awesome.
Thank you.
卤肉.
So good.
It smells so good too.
And this one is what you want to try.
Cool.
The pig blood soup.
Wow.
But the pig blood is a little different. It's with rice. Because you say you want to try something
Yep.
more special, weird.
Yep.
And
That
Taiwanese love it.
cool.
Hope you enjoy.
It really is just
Just
blood in
yes.
soup.
Yes.
And then a few herbs.
And some
Green onion,
green onion. And 酸菜, how to say 酸菜?
pickled vegetable,
Yeah.
or sour vegetable. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh.
Hey.
So the first dish you see right there is just translated directly pork blood. 猪血, right?
猪血汤.
猪血汤. Oh, pork blood soup. It is exactly what it looks like. But the soup, it's not as simple as I was first saying. There's some green onions. It smells really nice. And then pickled vegetables. Wow. And then there's also some pork. There's a big slice of pork belly in there as well. Pork blood cake. Just simple, awesome.
You know, Taiwanese like to eat some blood. So, but I like it's more like a dark blood.
Oh.
Because the pork blood, you have still can feel some smell.
This is different than.
And this one is more jelly. But
Oh,
dark blood
okay.
is more soft, very smooth. So a little different. Yeah.
For sure, this is a unique flavor. In Thailand, we use blood cake for many different things. In noodles or this tastes very different.
Yeah.
And it is really It's really like jelly, a little bit, like you said.
Yeah. And you know, for Taiwanese, we always say, if you like something, you eat something. So every time during my period, my mom say, okay, eat the pig blood.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, and the soup is nice and sour. Nice. Hey, good order.
Yeah.
We've got a lot more dishes behind the camera.
And this one is how to say? We say wild vegetable. So it's not just one kind. It's only the wild vegetable, and they take and do this kind. And it's a raw egg. Yeah, very special.
Cool.
And this one is a Hakka food. Different from the noodle because it's made from rice. It's not
Sure.
like a noodle very round.
It's not the same. Also,
yeah.
like someone cut it by hand
And you know-
or made it by hand.
This one is perfect. It's called 油葱. 油葱 is like a oily onion. Like this is amazing because they will let you have a very special taste.
Wow.
Yeah. So every time I like to put this kind inside.
All the dishes smell so good too.
Yeah. And this one is 卤肉饭. 卤肉饭 is
Famous from Taiwan, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Every Taiwanese love it, especially the fat.
Okay.
So it will more, how to say, smell good and smooth.
Yeah.
It's easy to eat.
It looks like comfort food. In
Yes.
English, say comfort. Like in every Taiwanese person's heart, maybe there's a dish of
every
卤肉.
Taiwanese loves 卤肉饭.
Do Taiwanese usually eat this at a certain time?
Yeah.
Like always for lunch, have 卤肉, or any time of day?
If you go south of Taiwan, they can eat for breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, they can eat every day for the late night, late dinner, and every 卤肉饭 can be
Classic.
every day. Yeah.
Necessary menu to know when you visit Taiwan. And she said this is a Hakka-Style dish, and then this one is mian, like wheat-based noodle. So this is rice noodle over here. Very different wheat-based noodle.
Let's try.
Yeah. I love the texture of that rice. You can just tell it's going to be so soft.
And the color is good. Wow.
Good order. A huge omelet over there.
It's like an omelette.
Wow. You can taste the 5 spice. You can taste the braised spices that they use in the cooking.
Yeah, I think this 卤肉饭is cooked very long time. Yeah. It's so good.
When you look at that dish, you can just feel like, it's just going to be so satisfying.
Yeah.
Especially after like a run or bike ride.
Yes. We need carbohydrate.
A little bit sweet, fatty, salty. But there's some herbal backing with the Chinese 5 spice, maybe some cinnamon. Is it chicken?
Yes,
Yellow
chicken.
Is it also Hakka-Style?
Yeah. I know. I think Taiwanese all like it.
Okay.
Yeah. And because of the this one is Hakka-Style. This one is like an orange. The sauce, the texture is really different. So this is Hakka-Style, but this kind is I think is Chinese style. Yeah.
How did you know this is exactly like the kind of food that I would want to? And I have you to explain all the dishes too. So we have some chicken, some yellow skin chicken. You can just see how how thick that chicken skin is. So much texture going on there. And then this sauce. Yi Lun said there's some orange, or is it just called orange sauce? But there's actually orange in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can try. It's a very special taste. Yeah.
The food keeps coming. This is great. It smells like tangy, a little bit sweet, tangy.
Yeah, very Hakka. Very Hakka. It will let you feel lighter, right? Because it's a little like an orange. So the chicken is more oily. So when you put this sauce, will let you feel lighter, like fresher. Yeah.
It's sour, it's like floral, gentle smell, very nice.
Yeah.
Under the skin, it's like jelly, gelatinous, fatty. Man, that is so good. The texture of this chicken it's wonderful when they probably takes a whole day to make this chicken. It's low temperature, almost like sous vide, like a sous vide steak, but it's chicken instead.
Yeah. This chicken is
Sous vide must be a French word, right? Okay.
But this kind of chicken, they are so good. You know, this chicken is like they are more happy. They are go outside, so that's
Okay.
why their meat is more, how to say, more strong. It's not like they are just stay in a cage.
Yeah.
They are the outside chicken. They are happier.
In English, called free range chicken.
Yeah.
Jermaine, that is
good.
excellent.
So good.
Okay, so to go with the next set of dishes, this is mian, which is wheat-based, fried with some sauce, maybe some salty sauce, and some green onions. I know I just put that right on top of the rice. Let me taste that first. I see some bean sprouts in there. Steam still coming off it. Or another dish you want when it's just a little bit chilly outside. I mean, okay, honestly, it's afternoon now. It's heating up outside, but just imagine that it's chilly and cold outside. That is the dish you want, especially like on a Taiwanese rainy day. Bean sprouts are great. Little few strips of pork. Just like there are so many different kinds of noodles, there are also so many different kinds of tofu. I have the feeling Taiwanese love tofu. There's a lot of different variations and
A lot of tofu, different way to do. Or like a dougan, also is a good, like a
dry.
dry and yellow bean. But anyway, it's made by yellow bean. It's so good.
Okay, yeah, I did not know that. I just think soybean. Everything soybean
I see.
tofu.
Yeah.
Other beans tofu.
I don't know.
Wow.
Actually, I don't know, but we love tofu. Yes, true. And it looks good because they have a many hole inside, so it will soak.
Good, yes.
And everything. So the sauce will be inside.
Oh. It's sweet, but there's also almost like cheese.
Cheese.
It's a little bit stinky, not like stinky tofu, but like fermented a little bit. A little bit. Maybe when they cure the tofu, they put some pickled vegetable in there also.
I don't know. But it's good. It's good. When I eat this, I will think my grandma. So here the food is really traditional. The flavor and very old style. Yeah.
I can appreciate that. I notice also almost every dish is different.
Yeah.
So the restaurant has been here a long time. Like this is a yellow one, here's a blue one, here's a flat white one, here's a so they've been selling food for so long. They have all different. This one is 15 years old, this one is 10 years old. Traditional restaurants usually have like that.
I didn't notice. I think just random.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that tofu is a classic dish. Simple, but it really shows the time required to make dishes like that. And like Yi Lun said, that's the type of dish that will start memories coming when a Taiwanese person has food like that. It's a great lunch. Okay, one more really special Hakka influenced dish to try, those rice noodles.
Ban tiao.
Ban tiao.
Yes.
Ban tiao. Is ban like the way to make the noodle?
I think ban is a little like the table. So you are like a flat. And it's become a flat and they cut.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tiao is the noodle.
Yeah.
Ban is the
Ban.
The flat part.
Yeah.
Okay, so because of the way to make the noodles, you can see there's some oil on each layer. So it's not the lightest dish. Like this will fill your stomach for sure. And I don't want to break the noodles too much. I'm trying to pull them. They're very sticky. And Yi Lun said the onion is really important. Yo chong.
Yo chong.
Yo
Yes.
chong.
Ooh, yeah.
You know. You really know all the food then.
Thank you. Wow. This is an honor. I'm very happy that I have you to explain so many of the dishes. Because I could just pick random dishes to order, but I wouldn't know and appreciate so much all the recipe.
It's pretty good.
The yochong. It is so important. You're right.
Yeah. They will put in the soup, everything, and have a good texture.
So much flavor just in that small bit of onion. Maybe in English could call candied onion.
Oh, really? Candy.
Because they will, when they cure the onion, it takes so long.
Yeah.
All the water is out of the onion, and then they put it in oil, maybe, or like preserve it in oil. And then there's a little bit of sugar to maybe if they need to ferment it.
Yeah. Very strong.
It's really strong, yeah.
Very strong taste.
And then it's
Is that
also
soup?
rice noodle, but soup.
Yeah. Soup one. Yeah.
Wow.
九层塔 how to say? Basil.
Oh, interesting. Super cool. So in Thailand, you guys know basil, very key ingredient of some of the most famous street food dishes like holy basil, fried pork, but basil omelet. Not Thai food at all. This is totally Taiwan style. Looks like that's almost like dessert. You need an omelet to go to tie together all the other recipes and orders. Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's good. I think they put a lot of egg. Yeah. The egg very clear, the smell.
Yeah, just look at the color. You can see they cook it very high temperature, but very quickly. So it really brings out the green color. And then very cool, served with a raw egg. I don't know where that came from. Where is that tradition from?
I don't know too.
That's cool.
Sometimes they will mix together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just
But you
take
can
those
try,
first.
yeah. But it's super green.
Yeah, I love that. I love the freshness right there. They might be fiddleheads.
They will mix together. Actually, I'm a little surprised. They put a
Breaking news.
Perfectly still crunchy, a little bit salty, very gentle, very nice addition to something like the pork, which is going to be comforting, fatty, thick with flavor. I think I've seen that done on top of noodles before, maybe on top of rice, but definitely never on top of some green vegetables like that. So you can see the egg white, kind of like jelly on top. There you go. Gotta take a bite. It's just fun, just a unique preparation for the dish. Just crack a raw egg on top of some green fried vegetables. Maybe the brightness of the vegetables is replaced just by a little bit of the richness of the egg. But because there's not like the extra oil required, like in an omelet, to cook the egg, it's not really that rich. It's more just like a texture, like a layer on your tongue of some kind of moisture. It goes well with the dish. It doesn't take away from the dish. And it looks very beautiful, having that egg on top. It's kind of hard, the taste is not that different. It's more like a textural addition to the dish. So just to not leave this dish hanging, this is the soup version of the fried dish. So you can see that same, yes, those scallions and that oil on top. So it is a special kind of oil, the scallion oil. I wonder if that's not the same sour vegetable that we saw previously. I bet it is. So we have the white rice noodles, similar to senyai, but actually these are hand prepared. So at first I think I recognized them, but actually digging in, yeah, they're so thick. Here we go. Those noodles are so sturdy. My chopstick skills are not enough to get them out of there. Wow. So you know what? There's a strategy to this bowl of noodles. You get your face down near the bowl and you slurp those noodles. That's how to eat them. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the scallion oil, it's like green onion. It's that flavor, but just imagine like your whole tongue can experience it. So instead of just being like fresh smelling like green onion, instead transmit that to like flavor, and it is just rich. That is genius. So the dish does not have that many ingredients, but the flavor is so thick. Okay, and then the texture of the noodles too is very, very chewy. It's really heavy, but that's very quality. Wow, it would take me some time to learn all the names, but I can say I really appreciate the meal experience right now. Got some kind of weird dishes right here, some very recognizable but super tasty dishes, and then also some traditional dishes over here. Everything that a Taiwanese family would enjoy on a day like this. It's Saturday, we're just hanging out together with friends. Thank you for learning about some Taiwanese food with us. Yi Lun, thank you for teaching me. Jermaine, thank you for the patience watching us go through the dishes. We're gonna take a walk in the park. Thanks for supporting us by watching this video. See you later. Do you feel a little bit of rain? Did you feel that just now? Yeah. Ah, I know this one, Shutsu. Is it famous from Taiwan? Awesome. I'm glad that I had that appetite built up. Okay guys, I gotta say this, a note of learning to myself, but also this is something that you can take as advice wherever you travel in the world, not just Taiwan. Last trip, when I came back from Taiwan, I said, Lee, I love Taiwan. I think it's unparalleled for biking, for just enjoyment of nature out there on the road. It's an amazing place, but it's not that cheap, so I'm not gonna just go back immediately. That's what I said, okay? So I loved the trip. I'm so excited that we can come back to Taiwan, but now having a local friend, that is such a key. So when you wanna take a trip anywhere, when you're trying to pick what you're gonna do, where you're gonna visit, even what country you're gonna go, I would say prioritize where you have a local friend as the number one thing. Because having the local friend unlocks so much more to the trip, the friendships, the experiences you're gonna have, also just recommendations. This place is incredible. I might have walked by, I might have gotten the good feelings, but I wouldn't have known all the details to do. Our friend Yi Lun, she just took us directly here. We didn't need to waste any time, just made the day so much more fun because we don't need to think about anything. This meal is not, I would never say it's expensive. I would say it's actually like, I can't believe how good the price is. So there you go. There's a lesson to me and there's a recommendation to you. When you're planning a trip, find a local friend, find where the local friend is, visit them. And yeah, thanks again to Yi Lun and Jermaine for helping us to go through these delicious dishes. Thanks to them for leading us around Taiwan this beautiful day.